with secret scavenger hunts, ghosts, and demonic ventriloquist dummies. We've got a whole bunch of weird rituals from cast members in Walt Disney World that we're going to tell you about today. Let's get started. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and today we are going to talk about some weird rituals at Walt Disney World that cast members have told us about. Now, you guys know that Disney employees are all called cast members because Walt, when he started Disneyland, wanted it to be a giant show. And right now, there's over 70,000 cast members doing everything from ride operations, picking up trash, developing the next innovative ride system, and more. Disney World is a stage, and the cast members are all part of the show. Everyone's in character, and that isn't just for the performers. It goes for ride attendants and gift shop clerks too. Just like how you can't say Macbeth inside a theater, there's plenty of bizarre cast member rituals and superstitions or otherwise hidden behind the scenes facts that most Disney guests don't know about. The first one we're going to talk about is called Good Morning, George. Disney World isn't without its mishaps and unfortunate incidents, but some things end up in the rumor mill that just aren't true. But that doesn't mean they can't lead to some cast member urban legends. Pirates of the Caribbean, one of the most iconic attractions, actually didn't open with Magic Kingdom in 1971. It was thought that since Florida was so close to the Caribbean already, guests wouldn't care about a ride with that theme. Boy, were they wrong. Guests voiced their complaints and Disney got to building the Magic Kingdom version of the ride right away and had it open in December of 1973. Now, rumor has it that a welder named George died while working on the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. As far as we know, this one is just a rumor, but cast members say that his ghost haunts the attraction and can wreak havoc if you don't greet him. And who are we to argue with potential ghosts? Cast members who work on the ride have to say good morning and good night to the ghost George. If they don't, the attraction will go 101, which means close temporarily for mysterious reasons. Next weird ritual from cast members, you better be nice to Caesar. Now this one is over in Tower of Terror in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Tower of Terror is filled with lots of Easter eggs from the series itself. Like you'll spot little nods like the elevator inspection certificate dated October 31st, 1939, which is the night of the incident. You'll also see that same certificate is numbered 10-59, which stands for October 2nd, 1959, the day the first Twilight Zone episode aired. You'll also see lots of props from the show, including the ventriloquist dummy Caesar from the episode Caesar and Me. Just like in the episode, it seems that Caesar may be possessed by an evil spirit here at Tower of Terror, so cast members make sure they say hello to him or he might just cause the ride to break down. You can spot him in the room where you exit the elevators, and if a demonic ventriloquist dummy and the 39-mile-per-hour drop isn't enough to scare you, there's also a rumor that Tower of Terror is actually haunted by a ghost, so watch out for real ghosts on the ride. Another fun ritual over in Tower of Terror are the Bellhop Letters. So Tower of Terror seems to be a hotspot for weird cast member rituals, although this one is kind of sweet. As you're walking through the queue, you'll pass the bellhop stand and you might notice the letters in the mailboxes. These are actually all real letters. They are either guest letters acknowledging an awesome bellhop or from retired bellhops. Cast members don't just plan welcome events, they also have traditions for those moving on to new or different things. And at Tower of Terror, it's tradition for the trainers to show the new kids the letters from the original bellhops during their training, and then on their last day of work at the attraction, that group of cast members writes a note to the next group. Tower of Terror isn't the only attraction that cast members leave their mark on. When Rock and Roller Coaster cast members move locations or leave Disney, they sign their names in one of the garages inside the attraction. Now we've got to tell you about some Batty pets over at Haunted Mansion in the Magic Kingdom. Ironically, our Haunted Mansion addition to this list isn't about a ride being actually haunted. We busted that myth and some other bizarre ones in a previous video. But cast members at Haunted Mansion take getting into character up a notch, and their costume accessories go way beyond a clever hometown on their name tag. The female cast members wear headbands with bats on them, and they all have to name their bat, kind of like it's a pet. Some of the cast members have really elaborate stories about their pet bats and create personalities for them as well. Ask about them next time you're waiting to enter the mansion. The next bizarre cast member ritual is kind of born of necessity. So name tags are a must-have if you're a cast member. And this goes back to Walt wanting everyone employed by Disney to go by their first names. He didn't go by Mr. Disney. And to have their names displayed to guests. Typically, the cast member's name will be printed in bold caps, making it easy to read, and they'll have their hometown written underneath. Now, occasionally, cast members will have something else besides their hometown. For example, cast members working at Star Tours, and we assume Galaxy's Edge, will have Tatooine or Naboo instead of their real home planet. But cast members are just like the rest of us and have days when they forget things, so occasionally they may forget their name tag and need to go by an alias. Costuming always has extra name tags on hand if cast members ever forget theirs, so you pretty much have the pick of whomever you want to be that day if you forget your name tag. Cast members who forget those name tags will often end up as Chris from Orlando or Pat from Orlando for the day. So that's why most cast members will know what you're talking about when you say Chris from Orlando. The next fun ritual is welcoming the new class. In addition to the Disney College program, which takes on several thousand participants each year, and the International program, which lets international employees work at Disney, usually in their countries at Epcot Pavilion or in Animal Kingdom, there's also the Professional Internship program. Now, each professional internship period is usually around 6 months in length, and roles can include things like guest relations, communications, accounting and finance, biology, animal sciences, and others. All of these programs have events to welcome their new class of the year. In Magic Kingdom Guest Relations, there's an event planned by the professional interns who were asked to stay on full-time from the previous class in order to welcome the new incoming class. In prior years, the event has been a full-day scavenger hunt all over the Magic Kingdom, which ended with fireworks viewing and then an invite to a local tavern where the rest of the department would be waiting for a surprise party. It's a great bonding event for professional interns who aren't living 24/7 with their fellow program participants, like you do if you're in the college program. The next thing we've got to discuss when it comes to cast member rituals is that, quote, have a magical day, unquote. If a cast member tells you to have a magical day, you might want to check your attitude. Now, most of the time, a cast member really does hope you have a magical day, but this phrase can also be used as a code to cover up something a little less park-friendly that cast members might want to say to a very rude guest. It's a simple tactic to politely end a conversation whether a guest has been sweet or a total nightmare. And at the end of the day, cast members do want every single visitor to Disney World to have a perfect day. We've said it before and we'll say it again. Be nice to cast members. They're working hard to make your trip as flawless as possible, but they're not miracle workers, although they can create some pretty magical moments. Speaking of, that leads us to our next ritual we want to tell you about, and that's creating some extra pixie dust. Now, this isn't necessarily a weird ritual, it's a really fun one. Cast members occasionally have the ability to create a little magic or give guests some extra pixie dust. And they do this when maybe a guest is having a bad day or a bad experience. Cast members go out of their way to make sure things get a little bit better. We've heard about guests getting everything from free dessert to room upgrades and even a golden ticket for a fast pass for any attraction. Now, we can't guarantee you'll be treated to something special on your birthday or anniversary or that some extra magic will come your way, but if you're celebrating something special or something has gone wrong, let a cast member know. They might be able to help your day become just a little bit better, especially if you're nice about it. A few examples we've had from our team include getting bumped up to theme park view at the Polynesian and being given late checkout when they mentioned their flight wasn't until 9 p.m. Also, one team member was given a voucher to buy shoes at a merchandise shop because her sandal broke when she was in the park, and also being given a height certificate for a child that was too short to ride a ride. If the child brings back the height certificate later in life when they're tall enough, they get to ride that attraction with a fast pass. Now, our last one that we want to talk about today is going to give a little bit of the magic away, and we're going to go a little bit behind that curtain. So if you have little kids who are watching or you don't want to see behind the Disney magic curtain, then you can just skip this section. We're going to talk about secret identities, and that has to do with characters, Disney characters. So this is a fun ritual that everyone in Disney World who works as a character performer knows is critically important. It's a long, hard road to become a Disney character, and there's rounds of auditions and only a few people get the spot. You have to be the right height, you have to know a dance routine. Face characters are usually put in costume and audition with the character's voice, and these roles are critical because it's always important to stay in character. Even if you make it through and you get to play your favorite Disney character, you're definitely not supposed to talk about it. It's critical to maintain the illusion that there is only one character, and everyone who's meeting that character in the parks is meeting the real character. So there's only one Mickey, but Mickey does have lots of friends. And cast members who play a certain character are discouraged from sharing who they play. Instead, you might hear someone say, "I'm friends with Mickey," which is code for "I wear the Mickey costume." It's also part of the magic to keep your identity secret. After all, kiddos coming to the Magic Magic Kingdom are meeting that real Cinderella or the real Mickey. So if you do hear a cast member say that they're friends with Moana or they're friends with Goofy, then they probably play that character. So there are a few fun rituals and behind the curtain secrets that our cast member friends have shared with us, and we can't wait to hear from you. Are you guys cast members? Have you been cast members? Do you know cast members? Let us know your secret rituals and your fun memories and experiences from your time being a cast member. We'd love to hear from you guys. It really, really helps the rest of our viewers to have a better trip when they learn from you, because you guys are the experts. As always, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please support our channel by subscribing, clicking that like button, giving us a thumbs up, and also clicking that notification bell so that you can see when we put up new videos. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.